those who are planning the National Executive Committee meeting of the party for Tuesday. So there are all the blocs in the party who are challenging, saying that that NEC meeting is not constitutionally convened and that it should not hold. But it looks so much that there are blocs in the APC who want Adams Oshlomhole, the national chairman of the APC, out. And they are insisting that they will hold that NEC meeting. Whether or not President Muhammadu Buhari will attend that meeting on Tuesday will give a signal of where the party is headed. Bola Tinubu, party leader, has spoken. And let me give you a sense of what he has said. And also, so that is a statement from Bola Tinubu today. It says, the plotters launched their attack solely because they perceive the chairman as an obstacle to their 2023 ambitions. People went to court knowing full well that a party constitution prohibits such action because these people had not yet exhausted all internal disciplinary procedures. We even had a national deputy secretary improperly call for a NEC meeting on the basis that he believed himself the acting national chairman. The chairman of the Reconciliation Committee set up by the president, Chief Bisi Akande, has also spoken and he has condemned the action of those who had come to court. And this is some of the things that he said. He said that the APC is a democratic body. This means we seek to resolve internal conflict through dialogue, deliberation, and ultimately through open and transparent voting procedures. He went further to say, consequently, I'm a bit taken aback by the swift resort to the courts by some members who seek external decisions on what are intrinsically internal matters best determined by the deliberative process that is part and parcel of democratically oriented party politics. Chief Bisi Akande, the chairman APC Reconciliation Committee. Let's get a sense of what this means. My panel, I will introduce them to you and get the opening statement of one of them before we go on our second break on the program. I have joining me from Abuja studio Mr. AHMED MOMOH, an APC member, and Mr. IBRAHIM, MODIBRO, also an APC member. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming tonight. Let me begin with you, Mr. MOMOH. Who are those that want Oshlomhole out?
Thank you, Shehu, and good evening, Nigerians and viewers. Well, you asked the question, who are those that want Oshlomhole out? We have a few people in the party who does not want the good of the party. And these people are determined to bring the party down, having worked for them to be in various offices of position for them to give the dividends of democracy to the people. All they are out for is for the chairman to be out of office. And these people, you know them. They are people who are ambitious, who are already eating from one plate and waiting to eat from another plate. And they are holding positions in government, as governors, as ministers, and they came in under the platform of this party. If this party did not win election, I think by now they would not be singing 2023. All
right, Mr. MOMOH, I do not know them, but you will talk about those who want Oshlomhole out, and of course I'll allow Mr. MODIBRO also to speak on this one. It does look like the party is in deep crisis right now. But when we come back, we'll ask the question, who are those who want Oshlomhole out? What is the way out for the APC and how to get out of this quagmire? So quickly, because I bought into that line of thought of yours, Mr. MOMOH, land on that thought, you said, you were mentioning that I know those who want Oshlomhole out. I do not know them. Who are these people? You were describing them. But who are they? Do they have names?
Yeah, Shehu, you just showed the governor of my state, Godwin Obaseki, on the screen. Now, calling on Giedom, one Mr. Giedom, who is deputy national secretary or so of the party, that she will take over the affairs of the party and that people should not shun the next meeting. At least Nigerians already know that, even before now, that Obaseki is a benefactor of Oshlomole's administration, having left government for 8 years. He campaigned for him and he won election and he put him in office. We all put him in office. We all worked for him to be governor of Edo State. And all we should think that a very thinking Nigerian will think that having a national chairman of a party from your own state is an advantage to you. And you are the one on television every day calling for his suspension and removal from office. It's so sudden that Nigerians clap over things that are very, very abnormal. And I want to tell you, Sheun, that people, ungrateful people that are still in this party, are there to destabilize this party, disorganize this party that we all built. Before 2019, before Adams Oshlomhole came to power as national chairman, you could see that there is a lot to do to ensure that we win election. Let me take Edo for instance.
No, before you go there, just hold on. Let's allow Mr. IBRAHIM MODIBRO to come into to the conversation. You heard what your colleague there, Mr. MOMOH, has described of those who want. You are one of those who want Mr. Oshlomhole out, isn't it? Why do you want Oshlomhole out in the first place?
Well, Shehu, thank you for this invitation and good evening, Nigerians. In both content and character, APC is drifting. We must save this party from the clutches and fangs of a dictatorial chairman that has hijacked this party and made it a personal estate. We believe that in democracy or in democratic governance, it is a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. The people matter. Therefore, it is of urgency, of great urgency, for this party to be brought back to the people. We don't want a party where a chairman is forming a cabal to rule the party. You don't come for meetings at the secretariat, you always take meetings to your own house. It is not a personal estate. Why? The fundamental question to ask now is, why is Mr. Adams Oshlomhole, a chairman, afraid of convening the next meeting? Next meeting is for the people. If you know that you have your facts and figures, and if you know that you're a chairman of the people, why are you running away from the people? The fundamental issue here is the party has been drifting. In the last elections, Sean, you will agree with me, that we lost about 8 states in this country because of bad leadership. If the leadership had been right, there were some states that we wouldn't have lost. States like Adamawa, states like Bauchi, where the governors seemed to be incompetent. They didn't do anything. But because of self-centeredness, there was lack of honest, selfless, and transparent motivation or conduct of governance in the party. And therefore, the party must be saved. That is why, in his nationalistic and patriotic desire to positively respond to the challenges of this party, Mr. or Comrade Mustafa Salihu and others, especially the governors, some of these progressive governors, have teamed up to say, look, we must save this party from destruction. That is why today, fundamentally, there must be that next meeting, and that next meeting has been slated. Already there's a court action against any disruption of that meeting. Consequently, we strongly believe that if Adams Oshlomhole, as the chairman of this party, wants this party to move in a coherent, strong, viable, and progressive party, there is a need for him to come. Let him come to the next meeting. Let us aggregate opinion. Although he has been suspended, so by virtue of suspension, we strongly believe that as a Democrat, he should take it in good faith. Because this suspension started from the grassroots.
All right. Mr. MODIBRO, let me quickly ask you a few questions now. Let me ask you some very short questions, which I would like you to punch the answers fast and quick in quick succession. The first question will be, do you think President Buhari will attend the Tuesday next meeting?
Yes. President Buhari is a disciplined party man, a man that came into the governance having the foresight, the vision of propelling the wheel of progress, and also facing the major challenges confronting Nigeria. He believes that with a party, as a strong party man, he believes that the party is very eminent, the party is very progressive, and the party is central.
Mr. MODIBRO, another quick question I would like you to answer is the fact that there are beliefs in the party that those who are supporting the NEC meeting of Tuesday are just in the minority. They are not strong members of the party. Is that so? If not, who are those behind it? Are there any ministers that will show up? Are there governors that will show up there?
You see, Shehu, the beauty of democracy is the convergence of people of like minds and also coming to a round table to discuss. I can tell you that come Tuesday, you see the people. This group is just like a general that is confronting a war situation. Do you disclose the arsenals you have to your enemy? No. But in this circumstance, all we want is that the party should be brought back to the people. We believe that Adams Oshlomhole has been misdirecting this party. He has made us to lose so many states. And if we are not careful, by 2023, believe me, PDP or any other party might collect the presidency.
All right, let me go back to Mr. MOMOH quickly, Mr. MODIBRO. Hold on for a moment. Mr. MOMOH, react to what Bola Tinubu and BC Akonde, some of the leaders of your party, have said, condemning the action of those who have gone to court and those who want Mr. Oshlomhole out. Bola Tinubu did say it's a virus of 2023.
It is a real virus of 2023. I'm even surprised that right here, Mr. MODIBRO is one of those who really want to derail the party by saying that Mr. Oshlomhole or Comrade Oshlomhole, before now, the party, we lost 8 states. Is Mr. Oshlomhole from Bauchi State? Is Mr. Oshlomhole that is telling the governors that are fighting that are not focused in their state to be fighting? I was in Bauchi. The governor of Bauchi State lost election in Bauchi because the people didn't want him. The way people didn't want some governors now. Is it telling Nigerians that Mr. Oshlomhole is the cause of all this? I want him. He's a party man. He used to be before now. Like he told me, he served in the party for 10 years. You cannot join people to derail your party and calling for a PDP to take over. The true leaders of this party have spoken. People like Bola Tinubu and Chief BC Akande. Why did they not wait? Anybody that is angry about this part, that is angry, why did they not wait for the BC Akande committee?
All right, let's hear Mr. MODIBRO on this. Mr. MODIBRO, you perhaps will lead us into the conclusion of the program. React to what Chief BC Akande and Senator Bola Tinubu has said, that this is a 2023 virus.
Well, the fact is, Chief BC Akande, Chief Bola Tinubu, Asiwaju, they are highly respected members of this party, and we have serious respect for them. They are our fathers, especially Chief BC Akande that had been a chairman of this party. Whatever he says, it's a fact. But who are the people that want to derail this party? It is the Oshlomhole group. We strongly believe that as Mr. MOMOH was saying, the states that we lost, it was because of poor leadership and then the collection of some of these governors, retaining them, knowing full well that they are very unpopular. It is poor leadership. There hasn't been any leadership profile that has shown commitment, zeal, and for us to go and win elections. That is why today, the APC under Comrade Comrade Mustafa Salihu, and also the Deputy National Acting Secretary, they have teamed up in the spirit of togetherness with some of these progressive governors to make sure that, look, the party is brought back to the people.
All right, we must leave it at that, and we hope that the party and the chieftains there will be able to resolve some of the crises that has been confronted the party. Mr. IBRAHIM MODIBRO and Mr. AHMED MOMOH, both of them are members of the APC. Thank you so much this evening for coming on to the program. But that's our show for today, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm sure Kimale. Bye-bye.